human communication model. No matter who you are, we all use this same model. So how many people here have said something to someone and you've got an odd response, or let's say the response that you weren't expecting? Yeah? Or maybe you've said the same thing to two different people and they reacted very differently. Yep. Also, okay. So this model will explain why that happened. So here I have a very attractive person. And what happens is, at any point in time, so even right now, there are a series of events that are happening that you are coming in to you at any one time, okay? So in fact, they say that there are something like 11 million bytes of information coming at us as individuals every single minute of the day. But our mind can only digest 126 of those bytes. So what happens is, information is occurring to you. So right now, you are sitting here and you are listening to Katie talking to you, you're looking at the flip chart, and maybe you're also sensing the chair under your legs. So there's an enormous amount of information coming into you. And to digest that information, we have something, it goes into something that's called like your computer box here. And this computer box filters and interprets, filters and interprets the information that is coming into you. Now, dependent on how you filter that information, how you perceive that information, from that information, it creates thoughts and feelings. So, as I mentioned, you're all sitting here, you're all hearing the same information from me. And I hope that you are thinking, great, I'm really motivated by this session. I really want to learn about what Katie's going to share with us about people. And then you'll be having some feelings off the back of that. Yeah? So, here's another example, actually. Let's say, for example, because it's how you filter that makes the difference on the thoughts and feelings that you get. So let's say, for example, Alan and Chris were going to go and watch a movie together. And they watched that movie and they came out of that movie. But Alan might have a different interpretation of that movie than Chris did. Yeah? Does that make sense? And that's because information's going in. They're both filtering that information. But each of them, based on their filters, will have different thoughts and feelings. And from those thoughts and feelings, I've got a red pen. From those thoughts and feelings, we then create our behaviours, and that determines our actions. So let me give you an example. Let's say we're in the world of recruitment, so let's use an interview example. Let's say that you have a candidate, and that candidate goes into an interview, but they don't believe that they are going to do a good job in that interview. So their thoughts and feelings when they go into that interview might be negative. They might be nervous, lacking in confidence. Therefore, the way that they actually behave and the way in which they conduct themselves in that interview might not be as positive as they'd like it to be in then getting that interview. So in other words, they don't do a very good job. Versus, let's say somebody else who goes in, who's very confident, their thoughts and their feelings are, you know what, I've done interviews before, I'm very confident. They will behave differently in that interview process. So let me explain this a little bit more and I'll tell you about these filters.